Hi everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas and are actually really enjoying your guys' holidays. I know it's Corona time, but I'm coming to you guys with a video which I hope that gives you guys some faith during these hard times. The reason why I want to make this video for you is because during Corona, actually, we had a situation, or I don't know what you would call it, but we went through a hard time with my dog. He was diagnosed with Sards, and it was one of the most difficult times that I had to go through, other than my own diagnosis, which I will talk about in on the channel later on. But yeah, so it was one of the hardest times probably of my life, and seeing my dog have to deal with that and not knowing what's going on with my dog was really hard. So I did want to come on here and make this video for you. Now, just in case I look around, it's because I can't really see when I'm looking at the screen, and my eyes are really irritated because of the screen brightness. So that's why. And yeah, so about more than 6 months ago, my dog got SARS. It started with him not wanting to go on walks, and I do believe that that's when he noticed it, where his vision was starting to fluctuate for him. And we thought it was arthritis, and that's when his medication was started. He was put on some medication from the vet, and then after that, he was given some other medication, but he started to walk a bit because I told Dad to force him a bit because he was a little bit overweight, and he has a heart condition from before. So and the vet had said that if his weight keeps going up, then we basically then that would mean that the years get reduced from his life, and I obviously don't want that. So I was telling my dad to make sure he takes him on walks, and then that basically my dog wouldn't want to go on walks anymore when this was happening, and that turned into him starting to bump into things when he was going on walks. When he would bump into things, he wanted to walk backwards, which I didn't really understand at that point. I can't really walk, so I couldn't like understand what they were saying. I thought honestly they were just being lazy, until I noticed that whenever the light was reflecting, that he would hit the walls when he would come in. That's when we noticed that the he wasn't seeing tweets anymore, but he could see us, and slowly it turned into he couldn't see us, and he was actually only following noises. And that's when we booked another vet visit, and they did some tests, and they noticed that he wasn't actually responding, like his pupils weren't. And that's when they booked a eye specialist appointment, and they said it was SARS. They didn't test for Cushing's then, and when yeah, so they didn't test for Cushing's at that time, and that was more than 6 months ago. Now, from that time, so at that time, he wouldn't walk on stairs anymore. He would get lost in hallways. He stopped playing with toys. Um, he wouldn't ask to go washroom or anything like that at that point. He basically seemed like he was getting depressed, and it was sad. It was really sad. Um, But after we found out what was going on, um, honestly, that left me at a really low state because seeing someone you love so much going through something you have no control over um, really puts you at a low point because you don't know how to help them. But then when I noticed that he actually was able to understand and like he still played with toys. He still had smell. He still listened. He still gave high fives. Um, Although he missed, he still tried. And if he learned how to go up and down, and if you clapped on the stair, or if you if you taught him something new, he tried to learn it. So he learned his own way of going up and down the stairs. In fact, when we were sleeping, he heard my grandpa upstairs and he learned to go up the stairs on his own and come down on his own. And since that day, he started doing it on his own and he can't see. So it was surprising for us. And just like that, all our fears went away. Now, obviously, we are super careful because there are things like when the doorbell rings, he'll go straight for the wall because he gets super excited. So he will hit the doorbell right when, sorry, he'll hit the wall if it rings. Um, yeah, so he'll hit the wall if the doorbell rings. So we have to ask anyone that comes to only knock. So there's things like that we have to pay attention to. He knows timing really well. Somehow he will ask for his food exactly at the time. He will bark at exactly what at the time. He loves playing still. Although he can't see, he will go by smell. So you'll have to put it in front of his nose for it. Um, what else? So yeah, so some of the symptoms that did start or uh, we noticed after were his liver enzymes were high and diarrhea. So we did start him on some medication or supplements for that. Uh, so far, like it just started about 2 months ago and it helped a bit. Other than that, he's been pretty okay. Um, I personally have noticed that he does respond to flashlights light, like the light that comes from the flashlight, or like the light from lamp. But he won't respond to like the light in a room at all. So it depends what he'll respond to. He doesn't respond to any other type of light though. Like if he'll be in a car, he won't respond to that. But anything else, it's pretty normal now. He knows the house pretty well. It's honestly surprising to people that come over or even to people that know that he's blind because they think that he can see. And even to me, sometimes it feels like he can see because he will go around the chair legs like he can see. So I do want to say though, one of the biggest things though you can do once you find out that your pet has SARS is make sure that you keep it the most positive, loving, welcoming home for your pet because they will feed off your energy and that will keep them like the most happiest in the home and will make them feel like it's okay whatever transition that they're going through because otherwise it will cause them to go into depression because they won't want to walk, they won't want to eat anymore, and you're basically they'll start to punish themselves. You don't want that. You want them to know that they're still loved and that will help them go back to their normal, whatever their new normal is for them. So yeah, and even for you as owners, it's the vet gave me the best like advice that this is actually the hardest for the owner compared to the pet. So for you, just know that it will get easier. Trust me, I'm more than 6 months in, and yeah, you will. It'll trust me. It'll be easier. It feels like this is really normal. Just like a normal dog. He's never liked to go on walks from the beginning, so for me it's pretty normal. But for you guys, it's completely it'll be fine if you just found out in the beginning. There will be a learning curve just like there is for anything, but you guys will get past it. Just take everything with a smile, okay? Okay, take care. Bye.